Can I get you? No, there's no way I can get you close enough to attack that guy. This guy is a problem. 26. And then could you reach over here and kill? As long as you hit, which might be asking a lot, but it's kind of what I gotta ask at this point. And then I still have Dimitri. I have no idea what I'm doing with Dimitri here. Someone is getting a heal from Linhart. 72%. Thank you.
Do you see where you went wrong?
If there's another wave that spawns from each corner, I might quit. Like, I'm not crazy. I see one person in chat saying, unironically, this map sucks. But, like, I'm not alone in thinking that, like, it's not that I think the DLC itself is being bad or anything. The first map was fine. And I'm, like, overall, I'm still having fun. Don't get me wrong. But this map is really, really annoying. Like, this is, to be the second map that I've played in, like, a year of playing Fire Emblem, it's not a good time. Ba-bum-bum-bum. Well, who wants this physic? You.
I appreciate it.
DLC is fine, this map just sucks. That's what it's looking like to me. I want him to go for Ashe, because Ashe can tank it. I just want you to get closer so you can start helping me punch people again. Putting Balthus here makes you attack Dimitri? Is this for real? What? Oh, you're attacking Dimitri right now unless I block you from Dimitri. That makes way more sense. Okay, I understand. I want him to attack Ashe because I know Ashe can tank it. Also, look at this return from Ashe. Does Ashe have the ability that lets him return fire as a bow mercenary? He shouldn't have been able to do that normally, right?
Results.
You know, that level up could be worse. Zero hit. Close counter, that's what it's called. Thank you. I'm really worried about those 3 horse units right there. Coming up. Yo, Hilda, my girl, let's go, finally!
You lost to me.
A crit that mattered from Best Girl, let's go! Still no strength up.
Still a delicate flower, you know.
Still no strength up. You know, HP, defense, dex, I'll take what I can get. Yeah, these horse units are about to be a problem. Actually, wait, does Yuri still have Blaze? Can I Blaze those 2 right there? Maybe they won't be much of a problem. Hilda's Alliance Duelist withdrew. Oh no! What happens when they withdraw? Can you still just refresh them like normal? Replenish, I mean. Hilda, Hilda, Hilda.
One step.
Both defenses. Honestly, I would have taken both defenses and nothing else. Thank you, Edelgard. Edelgard continues to be the only unit that gets good level ups, other than Yuri. Yuritsa, no, go away. What are you doing here? Okay, we have one more turn before Yuritsa gets here. We gotta speed this up, guys. We're officially fast-tracking the rest of this level now. We don't need to win this turn, but it would be really nice. Oh, you do still have your Gambit. I want to get you closer so I get the Gambit boost. I am worried about that guy down there being able to reach Hapi, though. We'll make it work. Yep, that'll make it work. I think you still get the Gambit boost here, right? Yeah, 90. I feel better about that. Shalto, welcome to stream. Nailed it.
Who's next?
And then, if you could, like, just kill and then back away, perfect. All right, those horse units I was afraid of, we've killed 2 of 3 of them. That cleaned that up very nicely. All right, so we have that horse there, and then these 4 units. Okay, can you just kill him? Nice.
That was tough.
And then if you could kill this guy, 36! I hate these stupid dodge panels. Well, coin flip on if I kill you with Eviscerate or not. I'm a little worried about the Vajramushti, like how annoying that's going to be to repair or not in this DLC. $68, 32 damage. Going for it. Please. Thank you. Alright. 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 Alright, 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 alright. You gotta go. Perfect.
Predictable.
Predictable.
As expected.
Can you 40? $70? Worth.
It was a good try.
These assassins or whatever they are with all this dodge have been causing me trouble all day today. I just, like, listen, you got 2 strength up. I'm not, you know what, never mind. I'm not even gonna complain. But I really just want to see someone's strength go up once. Is that so much to ask? Hilda, Hilda, Hilda! I love her.
I put in some work.
Don't mess with the axe babes. They're undefeatable. You're still getting around to Hilda, huh? Not anymore, you're not. Get healed. What house did you pick? This is the DLC. So you don't really pick a house. We just end our turn and then we have to kill this guy. You like Charlotte from Conquest Chaos? I don't know who you're talking about. I played Conquest on my own time once and I hated it. I don't even think I finished it, so. Hilda!
Sorry, did I hurt you?
I've indulged too much. I take my leave for now.
Thank goodness, dude.
Honestly, what a nuisance.
You're telling me, Edelgard. I'm hoping the rest of the maps are a lot better than that one was. You did? The more you know? Yeah, I've always said I played Awakening on the channel, didn't like it by the end. Then I played Conquest on my own time, didn't like it. And then I played 3 Houses on my own time and really liked it. And that's why we have 3 Houses content on the channel now, because 3 Houses is the only Fire Emblem I played that I liked. So close, I was taking a drink of water.
Boss, that's the last of them.
Good. Finally. Thanks for all the help, everyone.
I ain't going down without a fight. I'm taking you with me, punk.
I will not allow it.
Aelfric, you're here. Well, shall we capture this fool?
So that's Aelfric, I guess.
Aelfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
So you're Aelfric.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not?
Nah, this dude is evil, chat. He's way too polite sounding. He's related to the church. He's the only DLC character with a name other than the members of the Ashen Wolves. He's acting way too nice right out the gate. Like, oh, I hope that I was of help, as I do believe this is the first time we've met, good sir. Isn't it? Like, this guy's evil. I'm calling it. They must have some kind of a final boss for this DLC route, however long it is gonna be this guy. Or this guy, it might not be this guy. This guy might summon, like, some kind of, what are the giant, like, mechs that they use? We fought them in 3 Hopes too. They've got, like, lion chests and whatnot. Like, this dude is bad guy. I'm calling it.
Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aelfric. The church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
You look after Abyss, you say?
Indeed. And despite my responsibilities, I am but a humble monk. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fódlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Aelfric. We would love to hear more.
Yo, Dimitri, shut up. Claude has a really good point. Being down in this dank, damp, underground place cannot be good for the sick. Maybe the poor, but definitely not the sick.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock.
He refers to the people down here as his flock? Nah, this guy, like, I'm gonna feel like Nintendo cheated me if this guy isn't the villain.
But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
Oh, that can absolutely be true. Rhea sees a lot of stuff as a nuisance.
I'm afraid so. Those within the church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in number.
That's the church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Hapi. We can't just let the church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Aelfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
Yeah, what's up?
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Aelfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
Ooh, you know Geralt, huh? Geralt's not dead yet, right? I don't remember, does Geralt die before or after you get green hair? I don't remember the order of the chapters. I think he dies before you get green hair, right? Doesn't he die and then you, like, fight Solus or whatever and then you fuse with Sothis? Or Solon, you fight Solon, and then, like, it's like he dies, and then the next chapter is Solon being a dick, and then Sothis is like, hey, you want to, like, become one being or whatever? And it's like, yeah, why not? Right? Something like that. How do you know my father?
I was born and raised in Garreg Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding. With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But...
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Aelfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Oh, do they use this guy as a way to actually give some backstory to Byleth's mom? Because they don't, like, mention anything about Byleth's mom in the main routes, right? Other than, like, she died in childbirth or whatever? Save the game.
Cindered Shadows. The Rite of Rising. Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
This game has been out for 5 years, I'm just now playing it. Ooh, you probably shouldn't be watching us play the DLC if you don't want spoilers then, because you usually do the DLC after you've completed an entire run. I want to hear more about my parents.
Ah, yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
I'm gonna be honest, I want to know way more about Geralt. Hopefully I get to ask both of these, but tell me about my mom.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
What was my father like?
Geralt was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Geralt and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back then, Geralt was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions.
She passed that on to Byleth. But like times 10.
It was only when she was gazing at Geralt that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
The outside world?
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Geralt, as much as I wished for it.
You wanted to be like him. You didn't have a crush on my mom, did you? That'd be kind of awkward.
I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task.
He does a lot of narrating, so he's really good at telling stories.
Professor, you traveled with Geralt before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
I enjoy my work here.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted.
That's why you asked me to teach the Ashen Wolves.
I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights, and perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.